Hi, this is Paul Palmer, and
Natasha Todorovic Cowan. How you doing today, Paul?
I'm good, Natasha. Thank you. How are you today?
So it looks like you are doing a comparison of, the before on relaxation time and then the during on work time, or what's happening there?
Well, it's more about the dress down activities that have been going on, and whether people are going to accept returning to work and having to go for their work attire, or whether they can continue with the dress down, and what difference does it make to the first impressions? Because even through the lockdown, I've stuck with the work attire. Okay, I've lost the tie a lot of the time, but I've still stuck with the um, formal approach rather than the t-shirt and shorts as he's got on in there. I really don't like that.
Yeah, what bugs me the most are the red shoes. It just
Yeah,
doesn't go with the outfit.
it doesn't really go very well, does it? But the point is, in person, first impressions to me make a big difference.
Well,
But I
people.
I didn't change for first impressions. I changed because it made me feel better.
Yeah, look, for some people, clothing is just, it's an optional thing. It doesn't matter what they're wearing, they're the same person. And then there are other people who the garment tells them who they are in this context.
Mm,
And I remember working with an organization a little while ago, and the big debate in this organization was facial hair for men. And it was, a carryover from an earlier age where, mustache, beard, verboten, right? And, they had people coming up and they had a little bit of, mustache here, but not the full on beard, right? And it was an uproar. And it was about what is and isn't professional.
In,
So,
I think in Europe and specifically the UK, there's a bit more to it than that with the small one here, because
mhm,
it still reflects on Nazism.
I bet it does. I bet
We
it
all learn
does.
about it when we're young. We all learn about the Nazis, about Hitler, and everything. It's part of
Yeah.
history, um, and
Well, and
I don't think we get away from it.
yeah, look, to your point, the human brain makes an impression in a tenth of a second as to whether someone is trustworthy, whether or not they're reliable, whether or not they're likable, in a tenth of a second without knowing someone. And one of the things I like about going casual is you can feel comfortable with folks just being yourselves.
Mm.
What I don't like about it is the exact same thing. There's just something that um, when you look at somebody, in a suit or tie or whatever that more formal attire is, there's a different level of gravitas, right? And I know when I've been over to the Netherlands, for example, when I dressed up a bit, um, I was out of place, right? I get these looks about like, why are you dressing like that? And I had to take it down a couple of notches for my clients to accept and be comfortable with me. And that's true of the UK as well.
I find Asia, I have to dress down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in Asia, I find uh, nobody wears a tie.
Mm.
Actually, not fully Asia, because in Japan they certainly do. They dress up in Japan. They dress down in Singapore. Um,
Right. And I mean, California, right? If we see somebody walking down the street in a suit and tie, we're like banker or lawyer,
yeah,
right? Because here, casual is the norm, right? And you don't take somebody more or less seriously in general just because they're dressed down. So I think you learn to see through to the person there. But for folks who aren't used to that, that the clothing is the marker of status, of prestige, of position, of power. And I think that that dress down is a little bit of an equalizer for some, but you have to be in that worldview to be able to see the human under, let's say, the shorts and the red shirt or the red shoes.
It's not even as far down as shorts and red shirt. I don't feel right going to work in jeans.
Hmm.
But I know lots of, um, even up to CEO level, that's happy in jeans, but then they put the jeans and their shirt and tie and jacket on. And I think, well, why do you do that?
Well, yeah, I think some of that is a carryover from Silicon Valley,
Yeah.
right?
More comfortable in jeans, though. I'm more comfortable wearing the rest of the suit because I don't find jeans that comfortable.
Well, maybe we got to talk to you about the right kind of jeans there, Paul.
Yeah, yeah. I'm probably buying the wrong jeans. You're right.
Yeah, well, look, the argument for the suit is there is an air of professionalism. There is an air of take this meeting and take this session more seriously.
Mm.
And you show up a little bit differently. I mean, I know I do when I'm on heels versus flats, right? Those definitely make a girl walk differently.
And the lippy.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Okay,
it
on
does.
that note, I think we need to finish for now, Natasha. Thank you. That's Paul Palmer and
Natasha Todorovic Cowan signing out on Second Impressions.